Everything in this video is alleged and intended for entertainment purposes only.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I saw a post on Reddit today talking about this video that I'm going to play for you guys, which is a couple years old, and it's Patrick talking about the allegations of him being in an inappropriate relationship with his daughter. In the same conversation, he also addresses the allegations of, you know, his brothers and their crimes. So I thought it would be kind of interesting to do a deep dive sort of into body language and telltale signs of lying. So first I'm going to play the clip, not slowed down, not edited. And then I will play you the slowed down version with my commentary. So first I'm going to play for you this clip. I'm going to play it at the normal speed and normal volume just so you can take a look at what I used to slow down and check out the micro expression.
The people that seem to think that I'm in love with my daughter, you guys are stupid. Simple as that. I mean, come on. Really? And just because we don't vehemently respond to every comment that says we're a couple, I thought deleting and blocking people that said that would get the clue that we are not, and that we are completely abhorred and appalled that people would think that. But apparently we have to say it publicly. So this is me saying it publicly. We're not. I love my daughter. That's it. She's my daughter. If it appears like we're a couple, that's not on me. That's you guys thinking the wrong thing. And I'm sorry if we're close enough to appear to be a couple. We're not. It's never crossed any boundaries. It's never crossed any lines. We're just father-daughter. Hello. I didn't think I needed to say that, but apparently I did. So anyway, got off on a tangent again. This was longer than I expected. Sorry guys, but we're going back to what we do best, and that is to be positive, loving, kind, and hey, people don't like it, they don't have to watch.
Okay, so I just want to start by pointing out his arm positioning. His arms are crossed, and typically this is a defensive posture. Also, his shoulders seem hunched up, and that is typically associated with someone feeling discomfort. Also notice his wide leg stance. This can be an attempt to assert dominance or a subtle way of someone claiming territory.
People that seem to think that I'm in love with my daughter.
Wrinkling of the nose can also be a sign of deception. See here how he is making a face of disgust.
You'll also see this with mismatched facial expressions. And the biggest one for liars, the research finds, is disgust. So disgust is an expression that people make without even realizing it. And this is across cultures. When we don't like something or when we smell something bad, we crinkle our nose up and we flash the upper whites of our teeth and we go, ugh, that. So you'll notice that liars typically feel dirty when they lie. So oftentimes they'll show disgust with themselves for lying. So you'll ask someone, so what do you think of the proposal? Yeah, it's really good. And they might even sniff.
Really?
Yeah.
What's a sniff?
Um,
What does it signal?
Oh, it's a disgust activator. Like when we are disgusted, our nasal cavities want to close because we want to take in less of it. And so even though it's not about food, it's about a preference. Liars will often show a little bit of disgust when they are lying because they are like a little bit disgusted with themselves. And so you'll see this activation here. By the way, no one does that naturally. Like, right, this is a very unnatural way to hold my face, but we do it when we feel disgusted. It's the nasal cavities. When we nasal dilate, our nasal wings dilate, that's what it's called. Like these nasal wings dilate and we begin to scrunch them up. It's like don't like what we're seeing, smelling, hearing.
Experts in body language say that the disgust, eyebrow, and nose sniff is an involuntary reaction that someone would have when they are disgusted by their own behaviors.
You guys are stupid.
Looking for incongruent nods. This happens a lot if you ask someone, do you like the new girl? Yeah, she's great. Right? You see that
100%, yeah.
all the time. And people, they don't realize they're doing it, but they're shaking their head no. They do not like that person.
And here we can see an incongruency between what he's saying and what his head is doing. His head is shaking his head, yes, in agreement, but he is calling the people stupid. So when there's inconsistency with what the words are versus the head action, this is a tell that someone could be telling a lie.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
In this example, he's agreeing with what he just said while shaking his head subtly no. As in he is not agreeing with what he is saying. And here we have another great example of the scrunching up the nose and eyebrows.
I mean, come on. Really? And just because we don't vehemently respond to every comment that says we're a couple, I thought deleting and blocking people that said that would get to prove that we are not, and that we are completely.
And here's another example of incongruent body movements where he's saying people would think they would be abhorred and appalled, and he's shaking his head no while he's saying that. So there's again a difference between what he's saying and the subtle hints within his body language.
Think that, but apparently we have to say it publicly. So this is me saying it publicly. We're not.
In this example, he's saying we're not, but closing his eyes, leaning forward, and subtly nodding his head yes in agreement. So there's another incongruency between his words and his body language. And once again, the scrunching of the face, disgust, another sign that someone is being deceitful.
Of my daughter. That's it. She's my daughter. If it appears like we're.
And you can see here now that his arms and hand movements are becoming larger and more exaggerated. And this is also a sign that someone may be deceptive. Also notice how he subtly touches his face while saying this. This touching the face and fidgeting and moving dramatically like this can also be a sign of deceit.
I'm sorry if we're close enough to appear to be a couple.
So now he's going through the list of the things that he's being accused of. While he's listing off these things, he's shaking his head no and also closing his eyes. And you'll see it again here.
We're not
Shaking his head no and closing his eyes. Both signals that someone is possibly being deceptive. Now watch his eyes here. He might be thinking about what lie to say next.
I didn't think I needed to say that, but apparently I did. So anyway.
Touching the face and closing the eyes for more than 1 second is also another indication that someone may be being deceitful.
Sorry, guys.
People may close their eyes when they're lying due to shame or due to having to think more because their lie is causing them to have to use more brain power than in normal conversations.
Hey. People don't like it, they don't have to watch.
Hey, it's Editing Cara here. So I just wanted to pop on and point out the lack of torso movement. So you can watch his arms here, and this is when his arms are being exaggerated and he's moving more. But look at how his torso does not move. Now, normally in conversation, we'll lean forward, lean back, lean side to side as part of our, body's way of communicating what we're thinking about. However, when someone is being deceitful, you'll notice that they don't do those subtle movements as much, and they keep their torso still, regardless of what their extremities are doing. So I just thought that was kind of an interesting thing, and it's really clear when you watch it here how still his torso and upper body are staying while he's, impassioned, right? Just thought this was an interesting thing to point out. Thanks so much for watching. I will drop my sources in the info section if you guys want to learn more. Take care. Bye.
Oh, yeah!